After 2019 Avengers Compound Battle and 2021 Avengers Endgame Final Battle, in 2023 we received 76266 Endgame Final Battle. 3 sets representing the same battle with very similar names and very identical features, especially the first 2. But this 76266 brought a somewhat different concept. However, a year has passed and it should be retired from the market this year. So the question is it worth buying it? Starting with the main features, the set contains 794 elements and a retail price of €105, $100 or 95 pounds, having a price per part over than 13 cents, at least in euros. It's a very high ratio, but nothing we're not used to, especially after sets like 76281 X-Men Jet and 76232 the Hoopty. It represents, as the name suggests, a scene from the final battle of Endgame, namely the part where all the heroines come together and try to protect the Infinity Gauntlet before Thanos gets his hand on it again. Of course, not everyone is represented here, but the selection is pretty good. In total we have 7 figures, one of it being the giant figure of Thanos with a new print in his head. We also have Captain Marvel, Wasp as a microfigure, Hawkeye and Shuri. All of them have already appeared in other sets. There's still Scarlet Witch, also not new, but where I highlight the fabric element that she has, and Valkyrie, here with the blue cape, but with an exclusive torso, at least so far. I know this isn't a €400 set, but some details could have been included on the legs or arms of the minifigures. I confess that my first opinion when I saw the set was not the best. I was a bit disappointed with the price and it seemed that it did not have that much to build. But I also must admit that after building the set, I rapidly changed my opinion about it. I don't want to get into major spoilers, but on this scene the Avengers headquarters is destroyed by Thanos. And these are the ruins we see on set, in case the big A hadn't given you a hint. Here we will build part of these ruins, incorporated into a circle structure that opens through hinges plates, showing some details. There are several Easter eggs such as the Mjolnir, the Green Time Stone, or Captain America's shield, details that are only revealed when opening the base and structure. Another detail is Ant-Man's truck. It was Luis, which in a way saved the universe. Parts of it are hidden among the rubble, but the back is clearly visible and it opens, revealing the quantum tunnel that gives access to the quantum realm. One of the window stickers also contains reference to the character played by Paul Rudd. In fact, the set contains some stickers, most of which are cracks to place on some white tiles to simulate broken stones or bricks. It's a shame that the stickers are not transparent, as there is a clear difference between the white of the stickers and the Lego elements. Once the structure has been built, it's time to place the figures, and everything was thought out in style. Lego has created some elements in recent years that allows the figures to stand out more through the way they are placed in the scenes, and the transparent curved bar is perfect for this. So basically we have Thanos at the center, almost like a punching bag for this girl power universe of minifigures placed in a strategic way. Captain Marvel and Scarlet Witch placed on curved bars, Hawkeye hanging from a pillar, Shuri on top of another, and in an imposing style just emerging from a portal, Valkyrie and her winged horse, with the fallen symbol of the Avengers below. In conclusion, I really like the set as a display piece. It surprised me positively regarding the building experience, with much more to build than the image of the box suggested. The structure is compact, solid, has some playability, has the possibility of opening it, revealing more details and Easter eggs, and even playing with several ways to attack Thanos. Of course, not everything is perfect. The stickers show a different tone, and this is something that LEGO has to rethink. All they needed was a transparent background on the stickers to fix the issue. A good part of this scene is spent with the heroes defending the Infinity Gauntlet and preventing it from falling into the villain's hands. Only one jewel is represented here, the gauntlet is clearly missing. The figures could also have something extra, although I realize that some of them have already been represented previously in the same scene. Finally, I obviously need to talk about the price, which seems excessive to me. €85 will be more than acceptable in my opinion. However, I really like the set and I recommend buying it for the collection. It's an excellent piece of decoration and it would benefit even more if another set came along to complete it, with more heroes and villains. And there's certainly room for maneuver for that. So, are there any fans of Marvel and Endgame? What are your opinions on this set? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you Lego on the Land for attending set for review. Opinions on that are my own. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any content. There are more reviews coming over the next days, especially for the NES fans. And most importantly, play well.